Thank you very much for rejoining us. Thank you for being part of this program. It's Mixed Grill from your television, Osrc TV. I told you earlier that today we'll be talking about something very unique and special that holds everybody together. And I'm glad I'm having some guests on the studios, and we're going to talk about the United Family, a roadmap to a successful community, a roadmap to a successful nation, a roadmap to a successful environment. Wow. Yes, a united family. Well, in the studios, I'm glad having some people that really counsel us in family matters. I have Pastor Dr. Esther Olajumoke Ayo Oladapo. Pastor Olajumoke Ayo Oladapo, he said he's a co-founder and a director of couples these programs that will be coming up. And Dickness Temilola Aibino, the director of welfare and mobilization. Well, today we want to talk about a united family. We'll talk about a united family. He said it's a roadmap to a success. Well, let me welcome my guests on the studio. How are you doing this morning, Pastor, Mrs.? How is life treating you?
Thank God.
And how is the family?
Family is doing well.
Mama, I been normal.
Happiness.
How far?
We thank God.
This one a women's world. Say now only women they hold family together. Be why are we having women's world here today? Well, thank you very much for coming. And when we talk about the family, yes, everybody knows that father, mother, blah blah blah. So when we talk about unity in the family, I be normal. What are we really talking about?
Unity in the family is built on love. You see, in a family where love exists, there will be free communication. Everybody in the family will be seen, will be heard, will be complimented. No one is going to feel inferior to the other. You know, all members of the family, they complement one another. No one is bringing another one down. And so when that one is happening in the family, the couple, the husband and the wife, the father and the mother, they relate in love, in understanding, in respect. The children also are regarded as part of the family. They are not relegated to the ground. They make their voices to count in one way or the other, and they keep going in the peace.
So, just telling us that there must be something known as LOVE that must exist in a family. Dr. Olajumoke, do you want to add anything to that?
Yes, a united family is a family that is cohesive, supportive, and harmonious. That is a family where is togetherness. Where there is togetherness, they are united. They are together in their thoughts, in their goals, in their values. They communicate together. They are supportive. They support one another. There is harmony in such a family. So a united family is such a family where there is peace, where there is harmony, where there is lovingness. Talk of
the act of communication,
and then togetherness.
Okay, now let's talk about we'll talk about the family. Someone said it's the smallest unit of any organization because each one of us, we are from one family or the other, and coming together we form the society. What are the rules of the family in the society, Doctor?
The roles of the family in the society, like the Yorubas would say, Ile Latin Keshorode. That is, when a child is well groomed from the family, such a child will become an asset to the society. Without families, we cannot have society. Cannot have what we call community, what we call a nation cannot exist without families. Because it is in a family that children are being raised, where children are being taught the norms, the values, culture, what they ought to do to become responsible citizens of any society, of any community.
Are you really telling us that when we have the decadence in the society, all these things we are having, it's the family is the product of the family. So that means the family is lacking behind somewhere.
Yes, you are right.
Okay. Well, what brings unity in the family? What brings unity in the family?
Well, unity in the family is not a thing that can just happen. It's a thing that everybody, as members of the family, they work together to build. And over time, you see the family in peace, in harmony, just like mommy said right now. You see, anything at all that breaks the communication in a family, anything at all that breaks that bond of friendship between the husband and the wife, definitely will bring disunity.
Okay, to make it more elaborate, can you just tell us some things that you think breaks unity, breaks the bond in the family?
Okay, when communication breaks down, when couples forget the friendship that initially brought them together, you see, little by little conflicts will linger.
Okay.
You know, longer than how it's supposed to. Instead for them to, maybe initially they allow for mistakes because we're not perfect. And in the mistakes has not been breaking them. Okay. Because of the love that has grown cold, because of the communication that has broken down, all those mistakes now start to, you know, break the two of them. And before you know what is happening, there can be factions in the family. You see some children saying daddy this, mommy this, and so on and so forth. Before you understand it, in a little while, you see this unity already creeping into the family.
Dr. Mrs., do you have anything to add to that?
Yes, when you talk of disunity in the family, disunity can be caused by anything. It can be caused by whatever goes on in the family or by the members of the family. Like the father can be the cause. Maybe the father does not relate well with the wife, or that is the mother, and maybe the children do not have a cordial relationship. There can be disunity. Unforgiveness is one of those things that can break the unity in the family, that can cause disharmony. Unforgiveness. When we are bound to offend ourselves, and when we now offend ourselves and we fail to overlook, then there will be disunity. And then when there is no common goals, common values, when the father wants this and the mother is going the contrary way, or the children say, no, we don't want that, all these will bring disunity in the family.
Well, èèyàn wa ní gbogbo ibi tí ẹ wà torí pé ètò mixed grill ni a máa ní àǹfààní láti sọ lédè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì, a tún wá ní àǹfààní láti sọ ní èdè Yorùbá. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìdílé wa, wọ́n ní tí ìdílé bá wà papọ̀, wọ́n ní yóò jẹ́ kí àṣeyọrí kó yá kankan. Wọ́n la ṣe gbé dókítà wa, dókítà ọ̀mọ̀wé ni o, wá sí bílẹ̀ ní láti wá sọ pé à ń pè ìṣepọ̀ papọ̀ unity, gbogbo kí náà pè unity ní Yorùbá gangan náà, ìrẹ́pọ̀, ìṣọ̀kan, ó dà. Àwa sọ wípé ta ló máa ń fà gangan jù tí kìkì fi ìrẹ́pọ̀ nínú ìdílé? Ó dà pàwọ̀ obìnrin ni, torí àṣejù wa máa ń pọ̀ ńgbà mi. Kò dédé rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó yá ẹ ṣàlàyé jẹ́ á gbọ́.
Ẹ kúlé ẹ̀yin ará ilé. Tá bá ní pé ìṣọ̀kan àti ìrẹ́pọ̀ nínú ìdílé, ó pè fún iṣẹ́ gbogbo ẹni tó jẹ́ ará inú ilé yẹn. Bàbá ṣe tiẹ̀, ìyá ṣe tiẹ̀, àwọn ọmọ ṣe tiwọn. Gbogbo wọn pátápátá nínú ìdílé yẹn, wọ́n á rí ara wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bíi pé ìdílé ìgbọ́dọ̀ work, ìgbéyàwó ìgbọ́dọ̀ work, ìdílé yóò gbọ́dọ̀ túká. Tí everybody bá ti ní that common goal, ẹ má bínú pé
no, dára, ó dà, ńlá ṣe pè ní mixture, ẹ má yí pọ̀ bẹ́yẹn.
Tí everybody nínú ìdílé yẹn, tí gbogbo wọn bá fẹ́ jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe,
yóò sì ṣeé ṣe.
Ó di dandan kó ṣeé ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé a kàn lè yanjú láì jẹ́ pé a jẹ́ kó tún pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ lórí ibi tá a ti ń sọ, tí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn tí olúkúlùkù wọn ò bá sí rí pé ó gbúdọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́, ó gbúdọ̀ rí bó ṣe yẹ kó rí, olúkúlùkù á wà selfish. And when selfishness comes in, á di pé my voice is not heard, my values are not reckoned with, and this and that. Before you know what is happening, àìṣọ̀kan àwọ̀lé wẹ́rẹ́.
Dókítà o, wọ́n ní gbà míì, àbòjá àmọ́ pé mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé ó dà ń pàṣẹjù àwọn obìnrin ló fẹ́ẹ́ pọ̀ jù lọ́rọ̀ tó wà ńlẹ̀ yìí, pé nínú ìṣọ̀kan wọ́n ní ẹni tí ilé ẹ̀ bá ti tú, obìnrin ló tú. Wọ́n lóbìnrin ni o, sábà obìnrin ló máa ń tolé. Ọ̀nà wo lóbìnrin fi ń tolé o, káàtì ẹ̀ torí pé obìnrin lẹ́yìn, ẹja béèrè bẹ́ẹ̀.
Nítòótọ́ ń tẹ́ sọ ó tọ̀nà, nítorí pé Bíbélì gan sọ wípé ọlọ́gbọ́n obìnrin máa ń kọ́ ilé ara rẹ̀. Ohun tó túmọ̀ sí náà ni pé òmùgọ̀ obìnrin máa ń tú ilé ara rẹ̀. Obìnrin ni Ọlọ́run gbé iṣẹ́ títò ilé lé lọ́wọ́. Obìnrin ló lè tò ilé, òun náà ló sì lè tú ilé ká. níbi tí ọkùnrin bá ti lọ látàárọ̀ tó ti lọ tó dé tó di pé oúnjẹ ńkọ́ kinní kan bókùnrin bá tilẹ̀ ń bínú obìnrin ló máa mọ bó ṣe máa rọra pàrọwà sí.
àwọn eré tó máa bínú tó máa fọyàn lórí yẹn tá gbà nígbàkúgbà yẹn èèyàn tó máa pàrọwà sí onígbàkúgbà.
èèyàn ó ní pẹ̀lẹ́ ó lakọ ó labo ó ní bá a ṣe máa gbàlejò ọkọ tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń bọ̀ tàti rí pójú ọkọ wà lókè ìyàwó yẹn á ti wá ojú bàbá yìí wà lókè ẹ káàbọ̀ sá ẹ lẹ́sà ṣé ò sí nǹkan ojú yìí ẹ jẹ́ kó wálẹ̀ ẹ ti délé báyìí ọ̀rọ̀ tútù ó dáa àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ló máa ń jẹ́ kí ìdílé kó nítumọ̀ kó lójútùú torí pé ọwọ́ obìnrin ló wà bí ọkọ bá máa hùwà tó dára ó wà lọ́wọ́ obìnrin bí àwọn ọmọ bá máa hùwà tó dára ó wà lọ́wọ́ obìnrin torí pé obìnrin ni Ọlọ́run fún ní iṣẹ́ yẹn ṣe láti bójútó ọkọ láti bójútó àwọn ọmọ pẹ̀lú.
ó dàbẹ̀ pé lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà tí a bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé obìnrin lọ́lọ́run fún níṣẹ́ ṣe o obìnrin náà ní kó ṣe kinní kan ó máa ń gun àwọn ọkùnrin yẹn bí ẹni pé bàbá ti máa dẹ̀ dá kinní ìlú máa wò bóyá obìnrin máa tó ṣe ṣé kì í ṣe pé bóyá ó ní ohun tí ó yẹ káwọn ọkùnrin máa ṣe tí lè máa fi wà ní ìṣọ̀kan.
àwọn náà ní ipa tiwọn láti kó nígbà tí obìnrin bá ń gbìyànjú láti rí i pé ilé dúró ọkùnrin náà ní ipa tirẹ̀ láti kó ara ipa tí ọkùnrin lò láti kó náà ni wípé òun náà gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ẹni tó ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí ìyàwó bá sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọkùnrin kì í farabalẹ̀ wọ́n ń gbọ́ ìmọ̀ràn wọ́n ń gba ìmọ̀ràn ìyàwó wọn ohun tí wọ́n tilẹ̀ máa ń gbà ní ìmọ̀ràn títa ṣùgbọ́n ọkùnrin tó bá ń fi etí sílẹ̀ náà sí ìyàwó pé kí lẹ rí wí sí nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí tó gba ìmọ̀ràn láti ọ̀dọ̀ aya á jẹ́ kí ilé kó lálàáfíà.
lọ́tọ̀ Jùmọ̀kẹ́ àwọn obìnrin kan wà tọ́pù wọn Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní wọ́n ní wọ́n ń finú han obìnrin o àwọn obìnrin kan wà tó jẹ́ pé tó bá sọ wọn pé mo ní 1 million naira bí ó ṣe báyìí ná 1 million yẹn kó ná nínàkúnà ló wà ń bẹ irú ọkùnrin yẹn tó bá wà secretive ṣó jẹ̀bi.
well kò jẹ̀bi ó tún jẹ̀bi.
lọ́nà wo.
ó ní ọ̀nà tí a fi ń gbé nǹkan kalẹ̀ bí ó tilẹ̀ sọ fóbìnrin yẹn pé mo ní oye tó báyìí ṣùgbọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kóbìnrin yẹn náà mọ̀ pé owó wà níbì kan because bí obìnrin ò bá mọ̀ pé owó wà obìnrin gan máa kanra àwọn kan ní owó lobìnrin mọ̀.
ṣé kì í ṣe òótọ́ ni.
well ẹ̀yin lẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe gbogbo obìnrin torí pé obìnrin mìíràn wà tó mọ̀ bí a ti ṣe ń bá ọkọ manage bí ò bá sí ṣùgbọ́n bí ọkọ bá jẹ́ ẹni tó yẹ pé ojoojúmọ́ náà ló máa ń ṣe bí ẹni pé kò sí ilé agbó náà inú ìyàwó yẹn ò ní dùn bí ò bá tilẹ̀ nà tán pé oye báyìí lòun ní kó jẹ́ kí ìyàwó mọ̀ pé owó wà kó jẹ́ kán jọjọ foríkorí lórí bí wọ́n ṣe máa ná bó ṣe máa nítumọ̀.
ó dẹ̀ à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìṣọ̀kan nínú ìdílé ṣé ìjọba ló ní ẹ̀tọ́ láti jẹ́ kí ìṣọ̀kan wà ọ̀dọ̀ àìbínú ọmọ mò ń lọ báyìí o ṣé ìjọba ni àbáwá fúnra ara wa àbáwọn àwa ìyá ṣé wọn pa àwa òbí tàti grandma àwa gan là ń túlé àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ kiri o ó ti yé yín so ta ló wà responsible láti rí wípé ìṣọ̀kan wà nínú ìdílé o torí ìdílé yẹn ni ó padà wá sí orílẹ̀-èdè.
ẹ ṣe olóòtú nínú ìdílé ṣe rí oríṣiríṣi nǹkan lè wá lásìta tó dẹ̀ lè tell lórí ìdílé for instance ẹ dárúkọ ìjọba ń sìn policies ìjọba àwọn àgbékalẹ̀ báyìí la ṣe fẹ́ ṣe báyìí la ṣe fẹ́ ṣe nígbà míì torí ìdílé wà nínú society ìdílé wà ní ibi tí gbogbo àwọn policies ìjọba yẹn tó ti máa ṣiṣẹ́ so those are external things coming into the family.
That is affecting.
tó dẹ̀ ń affect the family so ó di dandan wípé kí ìjọba náà kan play role wọn they have their own responsibility to make the families better but ṣé wá rí kókó àti jẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ better yẹn ó máa wà lọ́wọ́ ìdílé fúnra lára wọn because when there is hardship in the society kò síbi tó fẹ́ lọ gbé bá pé ókè o ìjọba ìdílé mi lélẹ̀ báwo ni kí n ṣe ṣe it will still mean that pé yes ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú bẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe rí pẹ̀lú bẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe rí nígbà táwọn màmá wa ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ní pé ó yẹ kí ọkọ farabalẹ̀ láti gbọ́ views ìyàwó ẹ̀ so àwọn méjèèjì nínú ìdílé yẹn gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá àtìyá àwọn láwàwò wípé bí ìjọba ṣe ń ṣe yìí báwo làwa ṣe fẹ́ ṣe tí àlàáfíà fi jọba nínú ilé wa so ìjọba ní ojúṣe títí ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kókó ojúṣe yẹn gan ó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ìdílé tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ ó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n á ṣe rọra wò pé báyìí ní ká ṣe ṣe tí ò dẹ̀ tún ní affect àwọn ọmọ tó wà nínú ìdílé yẹn torí nínú àwùjọ tá à ń sọ yẹn ibẹ̀ làwọn ọmọ yìí ń lọ o tí ìdílé bá dẹ̀ ti di rádaràda ó di dandan àwùjọ á di rádaràda tí ìdílé bá ti break we're going to have a broken society so ìdí nìyẹn tó ṣe jẹ́ pé àti ìjọba o àti bàbá o àti ìyá o àti àwọn ọmọ nínú ìdílé gbogbo wa pátápátá la ní ojúṣe nípa ìṣọ̀kan àti ìrẹ́pọ̀.
Ọ̀dà dókítà wa Jùmọ̀kẹ́ ẹ dákun tá bá wò dáadáa ẹ ti sọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé ó yẹ kí gbogbo wa fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká ṣe kó dáa níbi tí àwọn kan ti ń gbé sókè táwọn kan ń gbé sísàlẹ̀ kí ni ẹni tó jẹ́ bí olórí ibẹ̀ kí ló yẹ kó ṣe.
níbi tí ẹ ṣe olóòtú níbi tí àwọn kan ti ń gbé sókè táwọn kan ti ń gbé sísàlẹ̀
nínú ìdílé
nínú ìdílé bóyá ìyá ló ń gbé sókè tí àwọn ọmọ ń gbé sísàlẹ̀ ẹni tó jẹ́ olórí ìdílé ni ọkọ tí ọkọ yìí bá kọ́kọ́ jẹ́ ẹni tó yẹ pé òun náà bá wọn gbé sísàlẹ̀ nígbà tó ń gbé sókè a ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti mú àlàáfíà wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni torí pé tó bá yẹ pé òun gangan ló mú ìdàrúdàpọ̀ wá ó lè má lè tó ilé yẹn obìnrin ló máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn ní àkókò yẹn ṣùgbọ́n tó bá yẹ pé àárín ìyá àtàwọn ọmọ ni ọkọ ló máa pe gbogbo wọn to order pé ó yá ẹ jẹ́ nǹkan tí ìyá yín sọ yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé yẹ̀wò báyìí lórí báyìí kọ́ lórí nípa bẹ́ẹ̀ ìyànjú á wá nípa bẹ́ẹ̀ àlàáfíà àjọba nínú ilé.
Somebody said training, retraining, seminars, listening to the word of God will always bring unity to the family and build up the family. Do you really agree to that?
Yes, I believe and I agree because what you don't hear, you don't know. It is what you hear that you are able to practice. And at times, even when people are telling you in your house, this is good, this is good. At times when you don't hear it from other people outside, you feel it's a lie. It's a lie. At times, some people don't even take whatever comes from the family. But whatever comes from outside enters them, enters their brain, enters their hearts, more than what they hear from the family members. So going for retreats, conferences, seminars, programs that can help to build unity in the family will always help members of the family to become better because we work together to build our families. The families, or a family cannot be built in a day. We keep on building even till death comes.
Ibinoma, please, can you just tell us how to rebuild a crack wall of disunity in the family before I let you go on the show this morning?
Thank you very much, our anchor. To mend the broken wall of disunity in the family, it calls to, a kind of coming back to the drawing board. I said earlier, that disunity will not happen in a day. It is a gradual process. And by the time it continues gradually, if it is not checked, if it is not nipped on the bud, as early as possible, that disunity will definitely happen. So
can I cut in, please? Okay. In case you've discovered that from day one there has always been disunity, can you just back out from such marriage or such family?
There is no perfect family.
But when there is disunity,
there is no perfect family. That's why I said during the course of the interview that the intentionality must come from every member of that family. Everybody will want it to work. If somebody does not want the family to work, it is definitely going to bring a crack. Because everybody must flow together, there must be a shared value. But when that crack has now happened, it will entail for, a tracing back. And the most important tracing back that can happen in a family where disunity is at play is to come back to God. You see? When everybody now sees himself or herself or themselves accountable to God, who is the owner of the family, that is the beginning of the mending. And that healing is something that will come from the inside. You cannot force your husband to be healed. The wife cannot force the children to be healed. Every one of them will now be healed. When they come back to the drawing board, they recognize this. Okay, what's our communication level? How do we embrace one another? In what way are we complementing one another? What have we stopped along the line? What have we not even been doing from the onset? So when all these are put in check, definitely with time, gradually
start rebuilding back.
Start
somebody said the culture, the norms and values back in the olden days, that we are not really into it. That maybe that's why we have a lot of disunited family presently. Doctor, is it true?
Yes,
Torí
it's
ìgbà mi
true.
báyìí tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n sọ pé oúnjẹ báyìí là ń jẹ. Ọmọ mi gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ indomie o, gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ eléyìí o, gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ eléyìí o. So the culture, the normal culture of kneel down and greet your parents, kneel down and greet the elderly ones, we are taking it back, and the civilization is. So I think
Taking over.
is it the civilization that is giving us problem?
Well, it's part of it. I want to say that civilization, that comes through westernized education, is causing trouble. But if the home is all right, this will not cause trouble, because it's good to have education, it's good to be educated, it's good to be civilized. But the parents have a lot to do in inculcating the right norms into their children. For the fact that a child has gone to the school does not mean a child should not be respectful. Does not mean that a child should not show gratitude for little things that have been done. It does not mean that children should become wayward. But when there's no check on whatever they are bringing from outside, maybe from the school environment, from their peer groups, when there's
Even
no
from the
check,
church sometimes.
yes, because everybody is relaxing in the aspect of training. All the training comes from parents, and parents are found everywhere. Teachers are parents. The proprietresses, they are parents. Principals, they are parents. Even in the church, the pastor's wives, the teachers, Sunday school teachers, all of us, we should wake up to our duty so that we correct our children as they are going wayward because of what they see on the social media, because of what they hear, or what they see their friends practice. We should rise up to correct them early enough so that they will not become something else.
Okay, finally, Mrs. Aibinuomo, what do you think the society stands to gain when we have a united family?
Thank you very much, our uncle. The society stands to gain peace, progress, and development that will flow without hindrances of any kind. Because when the family performs the duties expected of them, they produce ambassadors into the society that will be patriotic. And you know, this patriotism is like, this is my country, I have to put up my best to make things work in this nation. So even when you are at a corner, maybe in your office, maybe you are interacting with friends or whatever, that spirit of patriotism will be there because the values had already been inculcated from the family. So the society stands to gain peace, progress, development, and there will be no moral decadence in the society where the family is bringing ambassadors that are worthy into the society.
Dr. Jumoke, your parting words for the people as we go on the show this morning?
Thank you. As we go on the show, I want to leave these words with our people out there. I want to encourage all of us to wake up to our duties as parents, as fathers, as mothers. Even as children, we have duties to perform, to make sure there is unity in the family. So everybody should wake up to his or her duties. We should know the right things to do, and we should do them. I pray the Lord will help us even as we do this.
Oh, thank you very much, Dr. Olajumoke Ayo Oladapo. We learned you having a couple retreats coming up very soon.
Yes.
Okay. Where is it coming up? Maybe we can come and eat more.
Okay.
Of these words.
Okay.
Okay.
The family conference, the couples retreat is coming up on the 8th of November at Fiwashaye Girls Grammar School by 10 a.m. this Saturday.
Okay.
You are all invited to come and learn more on how to build your family and then learn how to build a society together.
You pay for that advance.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is how far we can go on this segment. Thank you for joining us. And I've been paying host to Dr. Esther Olajumoke Oladapo and also Dickness Timilola Aibinuomo. Until next time when we shall be having them again, take good care of your family. Let's unite together.
Iyebíye la tóbi jù, ẹ̀yin ló nílé ọlá, ẹ̀yin la tó farati. Ẹ ò ní sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Many times I dey wonder the great things you dey do. Ẹ bá mi kí aṣọ́rẹ́ kiri tó ṣọ́rẹ́ kárí ayé. Òpómúlérò ẹ̀mí mi tí kò jẹ́ jábọ́ fọ́. Bí kò ṣe pé ìwọ ni tó ti wà nípa tèmi. Kí ìbá máa wí ẹlẹ́dàá mi. Ẹ ṣé o, mo dúpẹ́ o, mo mọ̀ pé mi wá o, mo bá lè wí lè ṣe. Mighty, mighty, mighty. Hey, hey, hey. Greater you are, mighty you are. You are the one that walking Baba. Oh, hey, ẹ̀yin la lè wí lè ṣe àtúntò jẹ́. Ìrẹsẹ̀ àkókò tó fara sí bí òkè o. Kábíyèsí oníkàwá àwa àti ìwádìí ti parédé. Ìwọ ṣàlólúbìrè kábíyèsí o. Àtẹ̀rẹ̀ kárí ayé.
You are the one who walking Baba.
Alágbára ni bàbá mi. Ó tún lè ṣàkọ. Ó ṣé bàbá. Ó ṣé bàbá o.
You are mighty, you are mightier, oh so mightier, mightier than the mightiest. Oh, Reba me love by the Gedaria. At the mention of your name, every knee must bow. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it, and he saved. Alágbára ni ọ́, Ọlọ́run ìyanu. You are the one that walking Baba. You are the wonder walking God. You are the wonder. Ó fọwọ́ agbára gbélé ayé ró.
Ó ṣé bàbá. Ó ṣé bàbá. Alágbára ni bàbá mi.
You are the wonder walking God.
Ẹlẹ́dàá.
Yes, the program is Mixed Grill, and we're still on the show. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being part of this show. We'll talk about the family. Now, when we have a very good family, a united family, we know the right things to do, the norms, the values. We need to value some things that God has created and given to us to take good care of, which is our ecosystem, everything around us. It is the right of the family to take good care of them. And this is why we are going straight to another issue in our society, which is burning, and we need to treat them well. Today I have a professor in the studios, and this is a Professor Sunday Oladeji. Professor Sunday Oladeji is from the Department of Ecotourism and Wildlife Management, FUTA, and is also the president, Netlink Environmental Conservation Organization. I'm glad to welcome in Prof. Prof, how are you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine. How are you doing too?
I'm doing great. And you? Wow. Thank you very much. I'm my professor for ecotourism. So
thank you for that.
so we talked about the family, and we discovered that God has given us a lot of things to take good care of as a family, and that will just translate straight to the society and give us a better life and better things to live. Today we want to talk about plant and animal conservation, a roadmap to maximum development. Our plants, the animals, when we conserve them very well, it will lead to a roadmap to a maximum development as a good family and as an individual. Prof, when we're talking about plant and animal conservation, what actually do we really mean? You know, to a layman, conservation, kí ló ń conserve gan lọ́rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí, especially when it comes to animal and plants.
Thank you very much. You have started the program on a very good note. by bringing the family into four. I mean, before this one, and it shows that you are very, very conversant with your environment, because the environment is inclusive of the social life that we live. We are not talking of plants alone, and that's why you are bringing this. So I want to commend your station for doing that.
Thank you, sir.
So, and also, I also want to appreciate you for bringing me on the show. I remember that I was on this program 20 years ago.
Wow.
That was why we have it as Good Morning Show.
Oh, wow.
So it's nice being on the program again. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
So on the issue that you have raised, the plants and animals, they have roles to play, because environment is only our social life alone, but the things that we see around in terms of animals and terms of plants. And why are we saying that they are also very, very important? Why do we need to take them to considerations? Because our existence is also tied to them. We are also we are higher animals, and because we are higher animals does not mean that we suppress those ones that are lower animals. Of course, God gave us to have dominions over them, and God make us to as the head over them. But that does not mean that we should not ensure that they live as well. Because if plants and animals around us are not living, it means that our life is threatened. Because plants, if I want to start from there, that when we breathe in oxygen, we give out carbon dioxide, right?
Yes.
If this place should lock up and they should bring us in here, and we are breathing out, it will get to time that we just find that the whole place is eat up. Why? Because the carbon dioxide we are breathing out, it has a very serious negative impact on the environment, in the sense that we call them greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases because they contribute to global warming, because they make the earth to heat up. And that's why when we are locked up here, after some time, you just find that we are sweating, because the carbon dioxide we are releasing out is not friendly with our environment. It's not friendly with our health. So we need plants. And what plant does is that plants will take in this carbon dioxide and use it for photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means they will use it to produce their food. They need carbon dioxide, they need water to make up their food. It's just like somebody that wants to prepare food. You don't have salt, you don't have water. How do you want to do that? So some of the things that plants need for them to make up their food is carbon dioxide. So when we keep on giving out carbon dioxide and there's no plant to absorb them, then
there will be a problem.
Our life is threatened. So, and of course, the animals that we have around it, around as well, we need them for food. We need them for as pets. We need them for our economic gain. So many countries, they depend on these animals. If I want to say, we have domestic animals that we keep as pets,
Yes.
and we have those ones in the wild that are naturally there. Those ones that were the domesticated goats, we eat them. Dog for security. So it means that we cannot exist
Without them.
we said yes. So, and those ones we have in the wild, so many countries, Tanzania, Kenya, South Africa, Zimbabwe, so many countries, they depend on the resources that they are gaining from people coming to visit all these animals.
Wow.
So plants and animals, they are very, very essential components of human life.
Thank you.
Just as we have the family, the social life, they says we need them as well.
Okay, sir, we were talking about having them, they are good, we need... Who is in the best position to conserve them now? Who is in the best position?
Well, we are talking of conservation now, which is
let's
very
go
good.
to conservation.
It's a very good area, because as I've told you that if all these plants and animals, they are not around, then our life is also being threatened. We cannot live alone by breathing or by taking water. We are not going. We still need to take vegetable. If I want to put it that way, we still need to take fish. We still need to take pork. We still need to take meat, beef, and all manner of things. So, who are in the best position to conserve, it's you and I.
Wetin be my own wahala for this matter now, oga? I no like am o. Wetin be my own wahala?
Oh, you are not eating vegetable.
I dey chop na.
And you are not taking beef.
I dey take beef. Why I no go chop meat?
And you are saying who is the best position? So is it only me that is taking it?
Hey, you be a Greek, you be a co-professor.
We are all concerned because if you want to take the area of environment, the issue that we have at hand, which is a global issue because it is issue that affects everybody. You might be saying, I'm not polluting, I'm not releasing carbon dioxide, I'm not releasing greenhouse gases, I'm not using generator, I'm not using this, I'm not generating greenhouse gases, I'm not burning fuel or fossil fuel, whatever. Look at the issue of climate change. That we are a very serious crisis that we have now.
Presently, yeah.
Yes, which is a global issue. It affects us in a different way. In Southeast Asia, Philippines, Pakistan, we can be talking of a typhoon, we can be talking of flood. But what about Sudan, where we have heat waves? Or what about in America, where we have all manner of wildfire? So, or in places where we have flooding, even on those states here, this year we have great flooding in some places in the coastal areas.
Is it because we are not taking care of our environment?
Yes, it's all boiled down on the fact that the rate at which we are taking these plants and we are not replacing them, because the plants, they have roles to play in stabilizing the climate in terms of absorbing the carbon dioxide, which is causing a serious problem. So the issue of conserving plants and animals is our concern, because if you say that it doesn't concern me, you are not feeling heat.
And you feel am.
Okay, if you say it does not concern you, if flood happen, one way or the other, are you not going to be affected? Oh, you may not be affected, but what are people that are connected to you in one way or the other? So the issue of conservation of plants and animals is concern of everybody, because as you are doing that, you are addressing the global issues, which has got to do with climate change. We are not emitting, we are low emitting nation, because we are not industrialized nation. But the fact is that the effect is affecting us, and trees, they have stability, they have ability to absorb carbon dioxide, which is a major gas that is causing this problem. So conservation is a thing that's supposed to concern us as individuals. The government, they have roles to play.
Are you serious? The government
have roles to play. Okay, look at Ondo State, for instance. Ondo State is Sunshine State, right?
Yes.
The intensity of sun is very, very high. So now, what do we need to balance it up? What we need to balance it up is to have a evapotranspiration, in such a way that when we have plants around, these plants, they will absorb the little water on the ground.
Okay.
They will release it as vapor. Then that will give us a very cool environment. The fact that God make us to be here in those states, a Sunshine State, does not mean that we should not be enjoying very cool weather. The Ondo State government, they have roles to play, in the sense that they need to create a natural environment. I was in Alagbaka yesterday, and I drove around government's house, and I saw the land, the parts of land, the natural environment, directly opposite secretaries and government's house have been cleared. And I begin to wonder, is governor or people here are not feeling the heat in those states? Because that natural environment, the plants that in that area, the animals in that area, they are the one that is making us, those of us in governor's house, those of us in secretariats, be enjoying the cool weather that we're enjoying. That's why the intensity of the heat. So the government, they have role to play. There's what we call the master plan of every community. There's what we call green space. And the master planner, the urban planners, they put the green space there so that it's going to ameliorate the environment. So that when you are feeling the heat, there will be a balance.
Okay.
The plants there in that environment will create a kind of balance. So government have roles to play, because by keeping to the plan of the state, by keeping to the plan of the community, they will be able to create that green space, which will be able to give us a kind of a cool environment that we desire. So that's why the fact that we are having sunshine, the intensity is very, very high. There is a balance in terms of plants that are in green spaces.
Okay. There, viewers, wherever you are watching this program, we are paying host to Professor, and we are talking about our environment, especially conserving our plants and the animals. Sometimes you see some people will build their house instead of, there is hunger in the land though. Instead of them using the flower pots or beds, they will start planting okra and other things there. Is there a difference between those ones with eatables and the ones that are just ornaments?
Yes, it could be a bit scientific and a bit technical.
Okay.
If you want to go to the absorbance, that means all these plants, they have the rate at which they absorb this our particular problem, which is carbon dioxide.
Okay.
Because if we do not have carbon dioxide, of course there are some other gases they maintain the nitrogen oxide, so many of them that could cause problem as far as the issue of climate that we are talking about is concerned.
Yes.
But the fact is that if we are able to address the issue of carbon dioxide, it means that we will be able to achieve a lot. So it's a bit scientific, it's a bit technical. If I begin to tell you that, yeah, this plant has higher rates of absorbance than this rate of absorbance.
Okay, let's do it this way, sir.
Okay.
Let's do it this way. Now, are we really conserving plants and animals in Africa?
In Africa,
Especially after Africa, come down to Nigeria.
okay, in Africa, if you are talking about the
Conservation level.
conservation, yes. If you are talking of the forest reserve protected in Africa, the Congo basin is one of the leading highest, and of course in South Africa. So in Africa, we are, and even in Kenya, Tanzania, all these countries that they are living on ecotourism, if I want to put it that way, people coming around for wilderness experience, for screening, for serene environment, for safari, for so in Africa we're a bit, but in Nigeria we are not doing.
I would please. I will still come back. I want to take you back to that place. Now you are saying they have it because the people come around. Are they conserving it because they want people to come and pay for it, or they are conserving it because they want it for ecotourism, just to maintain the land?
Yes, they are addressing two issues.
Okay.
One, the issue of climate that we are talking about. By conserving those plants, all those countries, we need to appreciate them.
Okay.
And that is why we talk about carbon trading. Carbon trading means there are some countries that they are emitters. These countries that are emitters, they go to all these places that they are conserving. Then they will now do what we call a kind of trading, that you are conserving. Because you are conserving, we give all these certain amounts.
Then you give us.
Then you will, no, it's not that you give us anything, but make sure that you are keeping this.
Okay, so that we will enjoy. We both
So that
enjoy
the
everything.
carbon dioxide that we are releasing, these plants will be absorbing them. That is what makes carbon trading.
Okay.
So all those countries that they are conserving their natural environment, they are doing that. But at the same time, they are also doing that in terms of economy. The economic values, because people come around because you are conserving. I do not have these animals, I don't have these plants,
Seen it before.
I've never seen it before. Can I come around to come and see that? Yes, we can come around, but you give me a token. So, and there's what we call dollars or naira or money exchange. Then people come around to view them. When they come around, they give them money, and they view. So, if you are looking in two ways, in terms of the problem that we have, economic values,
and
environmental values, the issue of the climate that we are talking about. So these are the things that they are doing. So if I want to come down from what
Nigeria now.
Yes, if I want to come down to Nigeria, Nigeria is not doing well because the rate of deforestation, the rate at which we are destroying our plants, our forest area is very, very high, especially Ondo State. By now, Ondo State is supposed to have one of the national parks in Nigeria. I remember my mentor, the late Professor Folayan, and Professor E. Agbelusi. They did a lot of work on Ifon Game Reserve. Then it was Ifon Game Reserve. They gave us the list of plants and animals. They gazetted it, and by now, last year or 2 years ago, 10 national parks were enlisted. But do you know that Ondo State missed that opportunity because the Ifon Game Reserve that we know that time is no more Ifon Game Reserve. It has been turned to cassava plantation, cassava farmland. It has been turned to hemp, people planting hemp. So when the national park was to be enlisted, Ondo State could not be found at all because we don't have anything in Ifon Game Reserve now. In 2007, I am one of those people that work on Idori because Idori are supposed to be enlisted on UNESCO now. I'm trying to tell you, I've said Nigeria is missing out in terms of conservation. Then I'm bringing it down to Ondo State because so that we're able to know, if you know where we are coming from and where we are, we know where we are going. But do you know that when we did that assessment in 2007 and we submitted to National Commission for Museums and Monuments, the National Commission on Museums and Monuments submitted it to UNESCO. UNESCO sent a professor, Akomos, he sent it to Ondo State. He said, okay, the report that they have given, go and check what they have there. The man came back and said, yes, could not say majority of what we have here. And eventually we missed that opportunity because if
did you doctor the report? Were those things around then, or you just doctored it? So
it
that
has been taken.
So that the UNESCO can pick it up.
It has been taken. People have gone there. They have the rate of deforestation. One of our professors gave inaugural last week in Futa, and it's very, very alarming. Very alarming because the rate of deforestation is very, very high. Okay. You know, so Ondo State missed the opportunity of being enlisted in UNESCO. Now look at it. If Ifon Game Reserve has been a national park, Idori has been listed on UNESCO. So what are we now talking about?
The economic value alone will bring something.
So it means that by now, Ondo State will have been placed on the world map. But we miss the opportunity because of the manner and the way we are managing our forest reserve. Okay. It's very, very pathetic.
Professor, let me take you down to our culture. You know, normally in our culture, we have the opportunity of being a hunter. You can get to the bush, you kill animals, and your own areas, you want to cut trees, you want to form your own community, something like that. Do you think the role of culture is depriving of us of conserving our plants and animals?
Culture has roles to play.
Okay.
Because if you value your culture, there's every possibility that you value those things that are naturally endowed. Let me give for instance, Igbo Olodumare.
It's in those states.
We were together somewhere last week.
Yes.
When we had to talk to somebody, don't let me mention name. We are planning for, should I mention Sunshine Cultural? Yeah. Is it permitted?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. We are planning for those Sunshine Cultural Festival. And of course, the two of us are part of the people and we are discussing. And somebody was saying that Igbo Olodumare, rain fell every day. I was shocked. But it shows that our culture has a lot of things to do with the issue that we are talking about. If I mention Igbo Olodumare, what comes to your mind? Baba Fagunwa, Iwi, and all those manner of things. If you get there, I was there some years ago, you may not see Iwi, but everything boils down to the culture. Okay, what about Oshogbo Sacred Grove that we are very close in Oshogbo here? What led to those places being concerned is everything boiled down to our culture. Baba Fagunwa was talking about culture. Igbo, Iwi, and all those things. So our culture is tied down to our nature. When we lose our culture, we lose our nature. The plants that we are talking about, they have value. If I should tell you that I can't remember the last time I take drug, you'll be surprised. I live on herb. I live on all these natural things. And how did I get information about them? Because from my forefathers, indigenous knowledge, traditional knowledge that has been passed across to me. If I fall sick now, I know some things to take. Ewe mango, ewe this thing. I will put everything together and I will take it. I will be okay. So if not because of our culture, if not because I learn it, will I be able to have that instinct? Will I be able to have that knowledge? So our culture in terms of conservation, Igbolodumare for instance, in terms of health, they have a lot of things to do. So I just hope that the Ondo State Social Cultural Festival will reawaken us, will give us that consciousness. Maybe we'll be able to value our forests better.
Okay.
Maybe we'll be able to value Idore, which is a God-endowed heritage. The people of Idore, they live on that hill for about 300 years before coming down to present place that we are. Many of us, we don't know it.
Okay,
And because we don't know it, we can go there and be destroying the forest, destroying all those things that we have there. So it's very, very annoying.
Oh, Prof, because of our time, because we have other guests waiting too. It's alarming. Why is it that the custodians of the culture are the one going against the conservation? Is it because of poverty, or is it because of civilization, or is it because we want people to know that we are the one holding those places?
Well, custodian of culture, I don't know what you mean by custodian of culture. Maybe you mean by stakeholders.
All the stakeholders, yes.
The stakeholders, that is the irony of it. Because in this issue that we are talking about, you see the governor. In this issue we talk about, you see staff of ministry. In this issue that I was talking about, you see members of the community. I was in Idore, and I met people cutting the forest, and I was telling them, why did the forest? They said, where do you want us to go? We need a place for cocoa. I said, does it mean that you prioritize cocoa than this heritage that your forefathers keep for you for many years? Look at Ondo State. We lost the opportunity of being national park. If care is not taken, we are going to lose the opportunity of being UNESCO heritage site because the government, because the individuals, because those people that we call stakeholders fail to do what they're supposed to do. So it is not the best if we see people that they don't know what they do, and because of that we are losing values.
Okay.
So it is pathetic. I think the essence of this program,
Yes.
is for us to raise our consciousness and to tell ourselves that we have to do something. We have to change the narrative. We cannot continue to do things the way they were doing it, and we expect a positive result.
Thank
so
you very much,
government
Prof.
of those states
Yes,
is a challenge, and I want to appreciate the governor. He has taken steps by saying we should have climate change policy, by asking us to have a circular economy policy. In Nigeria, out of 36 states, only 10 states have taken that step. So if we actually take that initiative and we follow it up, we're able to put ourselves together in better position. We don't need anybody to tell us to go and be destroying Alagbaka, natural area, or for us to be putting concrete in the middle ways when we're supposed to be planting trees and plants. We don't need anybody to tell us. But because all these things will have put down, then UNESCO, national park that we are talking about, forest reserve, we don't need anybody to tell us because we're able to see values in what we are doing. So I want to encourage us as individuals, let us join hands together with the government of the state to conserve our natural and cultural heritage. So I hope when we do that, we able to let us plant trees. As I've said, if you have a garden, it's part of it. You are creating green space. You are creating room for the carbon dioxide to be absorbed.
Okay.
So rather than building structures here and there,
fencing yourself
all over without planting
everywhere.
Then our wetland. Let us stop buying land that is in wetland area. The wetland also have room.
Prof, I think we'll have time to bring you back again to discuss in another segment, another section of this our environment. Thank you very much for being part of this show today. In a jiffy, just your parting word for the people.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo ní fún wa ni pé
ẹ ṣé mo tiẹ̀ ti gbàgbé kí mo ti fẹ́ bèrè ní Yorùbá.
ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa dáàbò bo àwọn ẹranko àti àwọn ewé tó wà ládùúgbò wa
àti gíwó.
àti igi ó ní pàtàkì tí wọ́n ń ṣe o. ara àwọn ìṣòro tí nàìjíríà ní tí gbogbo àgbáyé ní báyìí òun náà ní pé à ń pè kan ní climate change torí náà àdúgbò omi alẹ́ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àdúgbò ń gbóná jàbá àrùn ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ níṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹranko àti àwọn ewé tá a ní lágbègbè o òun náà láti ń sọ látàárọ̀ tá a bá gbígi atẹ́gùn tá a mí sínú eléyìí tá a mí jáde ṣe eléyìí tá a mí jáde yẹn tá a bá ti gbogbo inú ilé ìbá tá a bá kó wa síbẹ̀ tá a bá ní ká máa mí sínú ká máa mí jáde tó bá dé bí àkókò kan á rí pé ooru á máa mú wa ohun tó fà á ní pé eléyìí tá a mí jáde yẹn òun ló ń fa ooru ṣùgbọ́n àwọn gítà anílágbègbè wọ́n ní ipa tí wọ́n ń ṣe wọ́n ní ipa tí wọ́n ń kó àwọn ló ń bá wa.
ebi máa ń pa wá ṣé èèyàn máa wẹran nínú igbó a máa wo ibi tó yẹ kóun gégi kan dànù kóun kan ti ẹ̀rọ ra gbin kinní síbẹ̀ wá ní ká tún máa fi gí lẹ̀.
a ní ká máa jẹran o ẹ jẹ́ ká máa jẹran ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tá à ń sọ fún wa ní pé tí a bá pa ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣe àpẹẹrẹ kìnìún a ní gbogbo nàìjíríà ní Ondo sèmi rò pa ní kìnìún tẹ́lẹ̀ o ẹnu ayà ń pé nu fọ́n gẹ́rù sáà ní kìnìún tẹ́lẹ̀ a ní erin sínú fọ́n gẹ́rù sáà fẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀
ó ti lọ
ṣùgbọ́n tẹ bá débẹ̀ ń sí báyìí
wọ́n pa tán.
ṣé ẹ fẹ́ sọ fún ẹ pé ààrẹ ẹran jẹ ló mú a máa lọ pé erin àbí ibi ló ń pa ta fi ń pa kìnìún ṣùgbọ́n ẹnu wa yìí iye ọjọ́ iwájú wa òun ló yẹ ká máa rò tí a bá ní kìnìún tá a bá ní ẹranko tá a bá ní erin síbẹ̀ yẹn àmọ́ ìyàwó yẹn tá a ti wá sínú Ondo State lẹ́yìn tá a ti wá wo kìnìún tá a ti wá wo ẹran ṣe mọ owó tí Ondo State tá a ti make torí náà ikùn wa yìí tó sọ ká máa jẹjẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ àtẹnuwa yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ní ìjánu àwọn ẹranko tá à ń sọ ẹ̀wọ̀n ò pọ̀ mọ́ àní ká má pò kété àní ká má pa díẹ̀ àní ká má pa kìíní torí àní wọn lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ àní ká má pọ̀ ọ̀yà tẹ bá lọ ẹ wá sí fúta ẹ wá sí department of ecotourism and wildlife à ń sin ọ̀yà ń bẹ ẹ wá síbẹ̀ á ta ọ̀yà fún yín àní ká má pa wọn yẹn ṣùgbọ́n àwọn kan wà ní àwọn ẹranko ètò ẹ pé tí a bá ṣọ́ra a kàn máa gbọ́ e for elephant ni o àwọn ọmọ a kàn máa gbọ́ e for elephant wọn ò ní rí wọn mọ́ l for lion wọn ò ní rí wọn mọ́ kìnìún wọn ò ní rí wọn mọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa dáàbò bò àwọn ẹranko táwọn sọ pé ká máa dáàbò bò rèé àwọn gítà dẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa èyí bó ṣe ilá náà ló lè gbìn bó ṣe ẹ̀fọ́ ló lè gbìn ohun táwọn sọ fún wa ní pé ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa sẹ́ mo interlock everywhere ẹlòmíà kọ́lé kò tí ẹ̀ ní síbi tó lè gbin igi sí kò síbi tá lè gbin ẹ̀fọ́ sí àná interlock I don't know the person that gave all that kind of idea tá a bá lọ sílùú òyìnbó ṣé bó ṣe interlock nìyẹn àwọn táwọn lọ sílùú òyìnbó ṣé bó ṣe ń gbogbo ẹ̀ tó ń interlock tó wá kó fence tó wá kó ni tó wá kó gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́gbẹ́ ibi tó wá pààkì mọ́tò sí nìkan ló wà kò ní síbi plant kankan ṣé bó ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn.
ẹ ṣe fún professor wa láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà a máa mú yín padà wá tí ẹ sì máa wá sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìtorí àwọn àlejò wa ṣe ní bí àlejò méjì tí a ṣe fẹ́ gbà lónìí lórí ètò Mixed Grill. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. I've been paying host to Professor Sunday Oladipo Oladeji from the Department of Ecotourism and Wildlife Management láti FUTA. Ẹ rí wípé prof tí n bá tẹ bá wá ní next time tẹ máa wá yẹn Yorùbá lẹ fi dáhùn gbogbo ìbéèrè wa.
Kò sí lè tẹ ní ká sọ náà tá a bọ́ sọ.
Torí yẹn ló máa dáa jù.
Àbí ká tún sa Hausa ni.
Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni inú mi gan máa dùn sí ẹ tún fi bò lé ní o. Ẹ ṣé lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ thank you very much. Tẹ̀bádẹ̀ wo prof wa yìí àwọn ni president Netlink Environmental Conservation Organization láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà yìí náà ṣe àwọn conference kan lọ́dọ̀ wọn láti lè rí wípé gbogbo àwọn igbó àti igi àti ẹranko tá a kàn ń pa jẹ tá ó yẹ kó máa pawó wọlé fún wa ni kì í ṣe pé ká kàn máa pa jẹ nìkan bẹ́ẹ̀ torí ọjọ́ ọ̀la wa adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti gbọ́ wa prof.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Ẹ ṣé gan. A máa rí bá iléeṣẹ́ yẹn máa lọ sókè.
Àmín. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sókè lọ́hùn.
It's got to be recorded. mi ti pọ̀ tó. Ní àìmọ̀ wọ́n jí ohun ìní mi lọ. Dìde, bàbá dìde, fún mi ní okun àti agbára láti gbà á padà. Restore every of my lost possessions. Restore every of my lost possessions. Give it back, Father. Restore every of my lost possessions. Restore every of my lost possessions. Restore every of my lost possessions. Kábíyèsí ẹni ògo nípa ìkú ọwọ́dé níyà láti rọwọ́ bàbá dìde àmú ògo rẹ̀ bọ̀ àsìkò. Kábíyèsí ẹni ògo nípa ìkú ọwọ́dé níyà láti rọwọ́ bàbá dìde àmú ògo rẹ̀ bọ̀ àsìkò. Every of my lost possessions, every of my lost possessions. Give it back, Father. Restore every of my lost possessions. Lọ́jọ́ wọn ni àtọ́jọ́ sẹ́fù lẹ́rú ẹni ògo ọwọ́dé ní ẹ̀wọ̀n.
Dear viewers, thank you. Ṣé ń gbádùn wa ní gbogbo ìgbà Mixed Grill eléyìí? We are glad you're there watching us. Today we talked about the family, talked about how to conserve, and which is leading to the family. Now, and after conserving, the family builds the people goes to the society, and at the end of the day, after a community must have built you up and get you something, you want to go back to that place and say, thank you very much for doing this for me. And some people say, maybe I paid, maybe I did this, maybe I did this. No, I think it's when we have a solid family, when we have people that conserve things very well. At the end of the day, when we live a better life, we want to bring back to the community back again and say, thank you very much for doing this for me. So this will be leading me straight to the next person that will be having on this program, which is giving back to the society, giving back to your alma mater. And today I'll be going down straight to our alma mater. Each one of us left, at least I remember my alma mater, Nunguzueda. Today I have Pastor Mrs. Comrade, na quantity severe woman self, Abimbola Ogunjari. And Abimbola Ogundare is from, I will use that place now, he's from Omolurobo Grammar School because I'm talking about the alma mater. So, Pastor Mrs. Can we meet you? Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
Doing
to
great.
you.
They look beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow, I love these glasses. I go collect some before you go. Alpha.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad to be here.
So can you just introduce yourself better? Tell us who you are, where the position you're holding, especially when we're talking about this old student association.
All right, viewers at home, just like the way she has said it, I'm Pastor Abimbola Ogundare, also a Conti Sovio, and I'm a comrade because I hold the position of the National Financial Secretary with Construction and Civil Engineering Senior Staff Association of Nigeria. So, and back to the question she put to me. Omolorobo Grammar School is my alma mater. We graduated from that school in 1991, and we are here now to give back to the school. By the grace of God, I am the vice president of that
Great
mindset.
citadel of learning.
Yes, mindset. And also for this program that we have right now for the school, I am the chairperson for the planning committee. So,
okay, Abimbola, you said you are from Omolurobo Grammar School.
Yes.
85 to 91 sets, and you have something you want to give back to your school. What prompted you and what led you to that? Why do you want to go and give back? Teacher man no you at one school. They were like beating you, telling you do this, and you paid your fees. So what really prompted you to say you want to give back to the society?
all right, you know, when we talk about giving back to the school, I believe it is a collective, it's supposed to be a collective effort. And also for a school that have made you to be whom you are today. If I have to write the story of my life, then I cannot complete it without still mentioning Omolorobo Grammar School because this is the school that actually made me. And also, you at a point in time in one's life, you say you want to, you know, go back and flash back and say, oh, these people have really impacted me, and let me also try my best to do one or two things. So this is what you know, led to the formation of our group. I mean, this association for our set, because we started since 1985 to 1991. And we believe God has really done us well. Though we are thanking God, though we still believe that He will do more. And we want to say, in our little way, let us come together. I mean, mindset to come together and do what we have the capacity to do.
Okay, what are you actually doing? What
Alright.
are you doing for the people?
Right now, we have a program. We have been doing it all this way. This is not the first time. The program we have now is giving scholarship to the students. This will be the third edition. We started since 2023. And in this program, we'll put all the children together, would encourage them, have a talk with them. Then we'll also, you know, give pay their school fee for a whole section. Previously, in 2023, we're able to release the scholarship for like 10 students. And last year, we considered about 15. But this year, by the grace of God, is going to be for 20 students. And what are the criteria for selection? We base it on performance. We base it on, you know, sport activity for those who are very good in their sports, like football and relay. Then also those who are vulnerable, because some of the students couldn't afford, the parents couldn't afford to, you know, pay their school fee. Also, we identify this, and we consider them to be part of the beneficiaries for this program. And also for those who also want to encourage, you know, punctuality. So we also consider some people who are very obedient, who are always punctual. So they were part of those people that were, you know, given the scholarship to this year. And about 20 students will benefit from this.
So when is this coming up?
Yeah, the program is coming up tomorrow at our school there in Okearo, Omolobu Grammar School, in our own hall. And we're going to have it by 10 a.m. So
Apart from recognizing the students or seeing more about the students, ṣé ẹ tún máa ń wo àwọn olùkọ́ wọn? Ṣé ẹ máa ń ní program fún àwọn olùkọ́ àbí àwọn ọmọ yẹn nìkan ni ẹ máa ń ní program fún?
yeah, a máa ní program fún àwọn olùkọ́. Of a fact, láti ìgbà tí ẹgbẹ́ wa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ association tiwa láti 2021 tá a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, oríṣiríṣi àwọn nǹkan láti ṣe fún àwọn olùkọ́ dórí even principal ilé ìwé yẹn. So àwọn principal wa tó ti lọ, a máa ń dọ́dọ̀ wọn bí a ká ṣe ojúṣe wa ní in an own little way. Then also the one of last year, we're able to extend that our hand, stretch out the hand of friendship to the teachers by giving them some welfare, and also the principal as well. So this year also we have a package.
Ẹ̀yin náà dà kò sí nǹkan tó fi ń ṣèyàn ẹ máa
Okay,
sọ̀rọ̀.
so ní ọdún
ètò
yìí,
yìí.
ní ọdún yìí a ní ètò fún àwọn olùkọ́ àti
Ìyẹn máa jẹ́ bí
àwọn ọmọ.
December bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àbí?
No,
Àbí eléyìí tá fẹ́ ṣe
eléyìí
lọ́la
tá fẹ́
náà?
ṣe yìí náà ni ètò yẹn bá ṣe ṣe tàwọn ọmọ náà la máa ṣe tàwọn olùkọ́. Then gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tán bá wá tí ò tiẹ̀ sí lára 20 yẹn gan, gbogbo wọn náà la máa ṣe nǹkan kéékèèké.
A rí i pé sẹ́ẹ̀tì tiyín ló ń ṣe. Ṣé ẹ ní gbogbo ògbù, ṣé ẹ ní ọmọ olórogbo tó jẹ́ ilé àpapọ̀ àbí sẹ́ẹ̀tì yín nìkan lẹ̀yin mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀?
Yes, ọmọ olórogbo ní a ní national body, a ní national body, and àwọn national body yìí àwọn tó ń ṣáájú, because ọmọ olórogbo was founded in 1976.
Ọjọ́ ti pẹ́ o.
So
Yóò ti
and
dàgbà o.
we are planning to
So,
have our 50th
next year ni.
anniversary next year. So we have a national body tí wọ́n ń ṣe, and we are also collaborating with the national body láti rí pé ìtẹ̀síwájú bá ilé ìwé wa.
Kí n tó ní kẹ́ máa lọ lórí ètò lórí sẹ́ẹ̀tì tiyín yìí tẹ́ jẹ́ 91 set yìí, ṣé báwo lẹ ṣe get ara yín jọ, báwo lẹ ṣe ríra yín tẹ̀dẹ̀, àti pé báwo lẹ ṣe ń dáwó? Torí ẹlòmíì ọmọpọ̀wọ́ ìka ò dọ́gba, ẹlòmíì a lè má rẹni tó ti jẹ lọ rẹpẹtẹ. Ṣé kì í ṣe pé ẹ̀kan wá bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ wá fẹ́ àwọn kan rẹ́rìn pé àárí aṣọ fún ẹ náà bọ́ọ̀lù ló ń gbá kiri ńgbà yẹn orí ibi tó nds báyìí, báwo lẹ ṣe ń ṣe tí àwọn tí ò tó náà tí wọ́n fi ń darapọ̀ dáadáa?
Tábáníká wò ó, àti ẹrú àti ọmọ àtàwọn tó jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run gbà fún àtàwọn tó Ọlọ́run
tó ṣùkù díẹ̀ káàtó,
gbogbo wọn gbogbo alákóra wa jọ. Báwo la dẹ̀ ṣe kóra wa jọ? Irú èmi mi ò sí l'Ákúrẹ́, Àbújá ni mo wà, and àwọn kankan náà bẹ́ẹ̀. So àwọn tó wà l'Ákúrẹ́ gangan náà kọ́kọ́ wára wọn rí, bí àwọn márùn-ún kan náà wára wọn rí pé
àwọn bí ojúṣe ń gbà yẹn àwọn ni.
And thank God pé thank God for communication. So tán ṣe wára wọn rí yẹn wá ní ẹ má dẹ̀ jẹ́ ká kóra wa jọ ká dẹ̀ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí o. So bọ́n ṣe reach out sí àwọn tó kù nìyẹn pé ẹ jẹ́ ká kóra wa jọ igbá, and from there bá ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn o. And to the glory of God, in fact a tó bí 50 guns ní gúrùpù tiwa tá a ṣe ríra wa kójọ.
Àṣepọ̀ tó yẹn ń gbà tẹ wà ní school ni.
Àpọ̀ kíláàsì bíi mẹ́rin sí márùn-ún ni wá ń gbà
ní 91 set yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni kíláàsì a ní A B C D E
ló bá tán.
àpọ̀.
Ìyẹn náà
So báyìí a sì ní tó 50 tó yẹ pa kóra wa jọ. Ìgbà tá a ṣe reunion wa ní last year gan, àwa tá a ríra wa ń bẹ̀ yẹn ṣáà tó 40 ní last year.
Ó dáa fún àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n wù wọ́n kán ní irú nǹkan bíi eléyìí, kí ni ìmọ̀ràn tẹ́ fẹ́ gbà wọ́n kẹ́ tó máa lọ lórí ètò láàárọ̀ yìí?
Ìmọ̀ràn tí mo fẹ́ gbà wá ni wípé gbogbo àwa tá a ní tá a jẹ́ alumni school, ẹ jẹ́ kí a mọ ojúṣe wa ni wípé láti ṣe nǹkan kan fún iléèwé yẹn. A lè sọ pé a kúrò ní iléèwé kan ká wá kúrò ń bẹ̀ ká wá di ojú pé kò séyìí tó kàn mí bámúbámú ni mo yó, mi ò mọ̀ pé ebi ń pọmọ ẹnìkan kan. So ẹ jẹ́ kí a rí i pé iléèwé yìí ló sọ ẹ́ dà bó ṣe dà lénìí, and ìwọ náà ní ojúṣe, you have that obligation.
Tó bá jẹ́ pé iléèwé yẹn náà sọ mí di yánmọ̀yánmọ̀ náà, ṣé ó tún yẹ kí n tún lọ fún wọn ní nǹkan ni?
Yánmọ̀yánmọ̀ yẹn wọ̀rẹ́ ṣe mọ̀ pé even yánmọ̀yánmọ̀ tẹ̀ ń sọ yìí gan, ibì kan ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbé ayé ẹ̀. You still pass through it.
A tún dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó rí ni tó mọ́jú.
Exactly. So you still need to do something, and owó tá a dẹ̀ ń dá àwọn tọ́lọ̀ mọ̀ láàrin wa kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe pé bí àparò kan ga ju àparò kan lọ. No, gbogbo wa we are one, and we be doing things. Irú àwọn program wa yìí gan, àwọn tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó, àwọn náà ń jàǹfààní irú eléyìí tá a fẹ́ ṣe yìí lára àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wa, mẹ́mbà wa,
tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó
ọmọ márùn-ún la máa fún ní scholarship lára program tá a fẹ́ ṣe lénìí yìí lára wa tó jẹ́ member.
tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ wọn wà ní school yẹn náà.
no tọmọ wọn tiẹ̀ wà ní secondary school. àwọn mate wa tán ṣe ní ọmọ.
so kì í ṣe school yín nìkan lẹ̀ ń ṣe fún.
kò ń ṣe school nìkan. so àwa náà tún ṣe fún àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wa tó yẹ pé wọ́n wà nínú group wa and ẹgbẹ́ wa ti ṣe association wa ti ṣe a lot of things for the school a lot of things láti ṣe fún iléèwé yẹn.
ọjà ní ẹsàríkà méjì ń bẹ kí n.
yes irú ní ọdún tó kọjá mo dẹ̀ rí pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣe dáadáa ọdún tó kọjá tí principal Dr. Mrs. Ashamu tán sọ pé a máa lólùkọ́ o a máa nílò olùkọ́ iléèwé wa ló dúró láti gbé àwọn olùkọ́ dìde ipe kan lè kọ́ àwọn ọmọ fún ti science àwọn English biology.
gba bí cooperative teacher.
yes àgbà fún wọn tàdé sanwó lódìdí oṣù mẹ́fà fáwọn teacher yẹn láti kọ́ ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ṣe nígbà táwọn ọmọ yẹn máa parí result wọn dáa so àwa la ṣe yẹn then àwọn nǹkan tá a tún ti rà sí ilé ìwé yẹn fún láti jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ yẹn kí wọ́n lè kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ dáradára nínú classrooms wọn and we are also planning to build some structures in the school.
àdúpẹ́ owó yín ó máa ròkè àjọ̀dún tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe lọ́la ìbá ṣe táwa àwọn ìbá wa náà ṣe máa fún wa lóúnjẹ jẹ báyìí.
yes oúnjẹ wà fún tẹrú tọmọ kò sẹ́ni tó wá tí ò ní jẹun so a fi àkókò yìí sọ fún gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní ilé ìwé Ọmọlórogbo ní dédé aago 10 lọ́la láti bá wa
ṣe àjọyọ̀
ní ti ẹgbẹ́ wa àti pé ká tún gbóríyìn fún gbogbo àwọn olùkọ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe iṣẹ́ yìí then a tún fẹ́ rọ ìjọba náà yìí pé kí wọ́n dìde kán ràn wá lọ́wọ́ o iléèwé wa nílò ìrànlọ́wọ́ o so tí wọ́n bá lè
mo mọ̀ pé tírú yìí náà bá di gọ́vnà lọ́la mo mọ̀ pé bí classroom 10 lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ síbẹ̀.
by the grace of God ma if I have the capacity to do.
ọpẹ́ ẹ̀fẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ thank God ẹ ṣé thank you very much and kátẹ́ tún dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ yín kan tó jẹ́ Táíwò Ojúṣe tí ó jẹ́ ọ̀gá kan náà nílé iṣẹ́ wa ń bíbá yìí mo mọ̀ pé ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ lẹ fi dúró bí tẹ́ wà yìí o.
yẹ́sọ tí wọn ò bá fún wa lórí ọ̀fẹ́ a ò lè débí.
torí bá ṣe débí báyìí owó tó yẹ kẹ́ sanwó ṣe ló yẹ kó ìfapò gbé wá ni àmọ́ torí ojúṣe ni.
no àwa náà kan sára sí ara nǹkan tá à ń sọ nìyẹn ipe at a particular time you need to give back so what nǹkan tó ń ṣe ń sìn báyìí òun náà ń ṣe ìwọ̀nba tọ́lọ̀ ń fún wọn lágbára láti ṣe so àdẹ̀gbàdúrà yìí pé Ọlọ́run máa tẹ̀ wọ́n síwájú o á tún máa tẹ
ilé iṣẹ́ wa
yìí síwájú sí i.
Thank you very much Pastor Abimbola Ogundare ẹ ṣé o tí ẹ wá sí orí ètò láti wá sọ fún wa wípé ó má dáa ká máa dá padà síbi tá a ti kúrò and thank you very much. So when you go back to Abuja, see us well, and tomorrow have a very good celebration.
Please, I would like to see you there tomorrow.
No problem.
Make it
You're welcome.
So,
dear viewers, we're still on the show, Mixed Grill. Let's go over to the other side when I'll be having the last guest for the program.
Confirmation is enough. Oya baba gonna say swallow. Oluwa say swallow. Taking on the matter. Confirmation is enough. When I wake up this morning, I call on Jehovah. Baba make you bless me. Hey, bless the work of my hand. No fault my hand. Presence of my living upon my hand, you. Now take a day, Papa, I say make you bless me. It will allow bless my brother's death. Anything when I do today, I commit it into your hands. You say you will supply your riches according to me, your glory. It will allow my spirit Jehovah. It will allow an official. All I want to do now just to valley. Just to give you praise, just to give you praise. Oh, you're a kind of me, want to back the work, back the work, back the work, back the work, back the work for you. Oh, you are a swallow. Taking on the matter. Confirmation is enough. Oh, you're Baba gonna say swallow. Oh, you are a swallow. They call me friend. Taking on the matter. Confirmation is enough. Anything I do, my money, money. See anywhere I go, my money, money. See anything I do, my money, money. So, see anywhere I go, my money, money. What shall I say to you? I I don't give you my praise. All can never do. What shall we say today? Today, we go pop, we go share. The money, we are Papa God and say 20. Only one say 20. Thinking of the matter, so confirmation is the law. We are Papa God and say 20. Everybody, only one say 20. Thinking of the matter, confirmation is the law. Seek it first, the kingdom of God and His righteousness. Every other thing shall be added unto you. That is what the word of God said. I want to tell you. Everybody make me my join me. Make we begin to praise the Lord. There is no king like me. Whatever you need, my brother, if you ask. I've been a car, I've been a money, I've been a wife, I've been a children. Everything me I say it is sempe. Thank you, Lord. Confirmation is the respect to you. Wonder J, Sister in the building. Respect. Solid. G1. Where is it?
Thank you for being there. Thank you for being part of this program. And also now they enjoy all the shows where we say we don't they give on out today. Remember, we start on with our family. We waka enter, go our environment, say make we conserve them well. And we can come out there, we can say, okay, if we conserve environment, we suppose give back to our society. And we can say, make una come home. We be those kind of things where we feel do safe. We could make this our country better past the thing where we say it did. And we can say, hey, we go inside our tourist matter, oh, make we go look and well say, tourism and our tourists. He said this one are one big gateway to development. When we talk about tourism, talk about tourists, na person wey be say they look for tourism, now be tourist too, and our culture. So today I have someone special. I have Erelu Mopelola Tomoloju. Erelu Mopelola Tomoloju is the consultant to Ondo State Development Investment Promotion Agency, ODIPA, and a consultant to Ondo State Ministry of Culture and Tourism. So you see now that I'm in the right place to talk about tourists and waiting. Tourism, and our culture. Mopelola, you're welcome to our studios.
Ekaroma, good morning.
Erelu Kowai. High five. How far?
I'm fine, ma.
How are you doing? I'm doing
okay.
great. Thank you.
Yeah.
So if we want to say, maybe I've said something about Erelu, can Erelu just tell us more about herself?
Wow. Good morning, everyone. I'm Erelu Mopelola Tomoloju. I'm from Igweguri and Ilaje local government. Igweguri, yes. I'm from Igweguri, from Ilaje local government in Ondo State here. I've been into culture, tourism, carnival for about 25 years now. I started from River State, from Canny Reef. I joined our great former Senator, Zagiwa, on Passion. And a lot of work we've done. I love culture. What is it? I love culture. I love our people. I'm the Erelu of Itebukumi Kingdom in Ilaje local government. And I have a modeling agency which is it does with fashion, not road show, fashion. And I also have a food processing company where we help to process our food from the raw materials to finished product, where we can do amala, pando, yam, plantain.
You go pay for all these adverts with the workers. So. Thank you very much. Today we want to talk about tourism and our culture. And you said it earlier that you said you love the culture. People believe that the culture cannot be separated from the tourism. And can you please justify and explain this to us?
Yes, actually it cannot. It can be separated. Because without culture, we cannot have tourists. We can't have tourism. The tourists cannot come and see our landscape or ourselves. But they come to see the culture, our heritage. We talk about, like, look at in Ondo State now. By God's grace, we are blessed. Look at our seashores, the white sand at Araromi Beach, beautiful. The sunset. I've been opportuned to see the sunset at that beach, which is one of our major tourist centers now. And we talk about the Owo Museum. We talk about the Ebomi Lake. We talk about Oriopo, which we've not been able to exploit. Talk about the Ibola waterfront. Then talk about the majestic and the big Idonre Hills. We have a lot of tourist centers. So if you want to talk about tourists, then you must talk about culture. Yeah.
The way you're talking now, are we really maximizing the tourist centers? Are we really maximizing something about these tourist centers, our tourism?
Honestly, we haven't been able to maximize it. We haven't. We've not enjoyed. Me, I'm going to use enjoyed what we have. We've not been able. We haven't. Though we are lucky to have a great man now as our governor, His Excellency Dr. Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa, who has the heart for culture and tourism. And he's trying his best, because without a good road, you can't link to these places. Like, look at Igbo-Elodumare now. We can't get there because of the road. We've tried. I visited there with my team. We've not been able to access the forest fully because of the road. But the governor is already working on all the roads. Today, now, as I'm speaking with you, the governor is working on Araromi Beach, that road leading to Araromi Beach, so that everybody can drive in comfortably to the beach. So the governor is working. Now he has also brought back a lot of those carnivals. Now we are going to have the Sunshine Cultural Carnival, which is bringing together all the 18 local governments. It's bringing together all the whole 18 local governments, which we are going to celebrate here in Akure, unifying the whole state together, irrespective of what you have as your heritage. Then again, he's also bringing back the Idonre, Mare. So we are going to have Mare this year, and we are also having the Sunshine Cultural Carnival, which is the first of its type in the whole Southwest. So the governor, we are lucky to have him.
Okay, then just as the name implies,
Yeah.
we're
Lucky, and we are lucky.
Tá bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn ibi ìgbafẹ́ àbí àti àwọn àṣà wa àti ìṣe wa, òun là ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ pé ṣé kí ló dé tí ó dàbí ẹni pé a ò kọjú sí, ṣé a mọ̀ pé ṣówó wà ń bẹ̀ ni, ṣé ọlá wà ń bẹ̀ ni, ṣó lè pawó fún wa ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ni, pàápàá jùlọ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo tiwa, gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ wípé consultant lẹ́yìn, torí ẹni bá consultant yóò máa consult nǹkan ìbẹ̀mọ̀ bí ìgbà èèyàn bá dífá ni, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ifá fún wa, ṣé ó ṣeé ṣe kó pa nǹkan wọlé dáadáa fún wa?
Ní pàtó àní tòótọ́, àṣà àti ìṣe wa lọ́lọ́run fún wa láti fún wa ní owó àti bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mà, nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run kọ́kọ́ bùn fún wa, tó kọ́kọ́ bùn wa nìyẹn, tó kọ́kọ́ fún wa as a gift, pé ẹ gbà kẹ́ máa fi jẹun. Ṣùgbọ́n bá ṣe lò ó la ṣe máa mọ̀ bó ṣe máa mówó wọlé. Tá a bá ní àwọn tourist ń sì tó ń wá, àwọn tó wá ṣàyẹ̀wò ibi tá a ní àwọn nǹkan tá a ní, àwọn ọmọ wa wá mọ wọ́n ṣe eléyìí tó fẹ́ ṣe ẹní, eléyìí tó fẹ́ ṣe apẹ̀rẹ̀, eléyìí tó lè fi igi tó máa há igi tá a fi ṣe bí èèyàn tá a gbẹ́ bí ènìyàn tá a fi gbẹ́ orí ère oríṣiríṣi ère bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn òun ni wọ́n wá wò a dẹ̀ ní àwọn igi yẹn lóríṣiríṣi tó ṣe é lò nínú àwọn igbó then táwọn people ìbá tún wá wá àwọn obìnrin wa àti àwọn ìyá wa tán lè ṣe oúnjẹ because oúnjẹ wa gan-an wá wò tẹ́ bá wo ìkálẹ̀ àti ìlàjẹ́ ń sìn púpurú àti marúgbó ń sìn ó ti lọ international ọbẹ̀ marúgbó ọbẹ̀ dúdú yẹn ó ti wá dàbí oògùn tó jẹ́ pé ìgbà táwa náà wà nílùú òyìnbó a máa ń sun tá a bá fẹ́ béèrè ẹni tí gbé ẹ bá wa fi nǹkan ránṣẹ́ kò tẹ́mi máa ń kọ́kọ́ bẹ pé marúgbó ẹ bá mi ṣe o ẹ bá mi lọ wọ́n á ti lọ pẹ̀lú lẹ́fín pósà oríṣiríṣi àwọn kinní yìí ni Ọlọ́run fún wa tó jẹ́ bí oògùn oúnjẹ wa náà pẹ̀lú nǹkan táwọn tọ́rìsì wa wá ń wò tó jẹ́ pé oúnjẹ yẹn dàbí oògùn ni so tí a bá jẹ́ káwọn tọ́rìsì yẹn wá àwọn hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì wa wọ́n á tà wọ́n á rí sùn àwọn tó ń tó ń jẹ wọ́n á róúnjẹ tà gbogbo ẹ̀ náà á máa dùn yùn gbà ó dàbí trade by barter ni ìwọ mú wá kémi mú wá ìwọ gbà kémi náà gbà bó ṣe rí nìyẹn.
Erelu àwọn èèyàn ń jẹ́ ká mọ̀ wípé religion wa ẹ̀sìn tá à ń sìn àti ìṣe àti àṣà wa púpọ̀ dàbí ohun pé ó ń kọlura ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ń sìn ẹni kéèyàn ò gbẹ́ igi àwọn kan dẹ̀ wò pé béèyàn bá ti gbẹ́ igi ó ti ń sin ère kan nìyẹn o ó ti ń sin àwọn kinní kan kí ni bí conflict tó wà láàrin ẹ̀ báwo lèèyàn ṣe lè wòpọ̀ báwo lè ṣe lè sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé ọ̀tọ̀ máa lẹ́sìn ọ̀tọ̀ máa ní culture wa ọ̀tọ̀ máa ní tourist nǹkan tá à ń sọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. The culture, the religion.
The religion.
Yeah.
Ṣẹ́ni ìgbà tí mo deviate kínkínní ìgbà tí mo jọ Erelu. I'm a born again Christian. Chọ́ọ̀chì tí mò ń lọ chọ́ọ̀chì tá a ti ń fèdè fọ̀ ni. Àwọn èèyàn ti rí.
Ẹ̀yin odindi Erelu.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn èèyàn ní àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi míì ni mo ti gbàjẹ́. Àwọn ní wọ́n á tún pè mí ìlú òyìnbó ni mo dẹ̀ wà tí wọ́n ti fi mí jẹ Erelu mi tiẹ̀ sí lára ṣùgbọ́n àwọn nǹkan àwọn tá a ti mọ̀ náà pé ó tọ́ sí lágbájá ìka fún. So àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí religion ìṣe àti àṣà tá a bá wò wọ́n dáadáa àti ẹ̀sìn nǹkan kan náà náà ń lé kò sí ẹ̀sìn tó máa ní kó lọ jalè kò jẹ́ sí àṣà tó máa ní kó lọ jalè kí wá níyàtọ̀ nǹkan tí olúkálùkù ní faith belief religion and culture wọ́n ìjọ rìn pọ̀ ni nǹkan tí wọ́n ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé ẹ tó ń gbẹ́kẹ̀lé pé a ṣe fún mi bí àwọn kan ṣe gbẹ́ ère tí wọ́n bìlí ele tí ò lẹ́nu tí ò lọ́wọ́ tí ò lè rìn tí ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ tí ò lè ṣe tó ń dẹ̀ ń forí balẹ̀ fún tó ń dẹ̀ rí pé ó jẹ́ fún àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ náà làwa kan ṣe bìlíìfù pé orúkọ tá à ń pè yẹn tó wà lókè tá a gbójú sókè àwa náà bìlí pé ó jẹ́ fún wa.
ó wá yẹ ká fi dára wa láàmú.
ó yẹ ká máa fi jà àwọn kan ṣáà ló ń pe mùsùlùmí àwa kan náà ni kìrìsìtẹ́nì àwa kan náà ni oníṣẹ̀ṣe tá a bá wá wo gbogbo òfin tó yí gbogbo ẹ̀ka ní pàtó kò sílẹ̀ tó tà sí ara wọn mà oníṣẹ̀ṣe wọn ò lè ní ká pààyàn ká para wa ká jalè ara wa àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe gan òfin wọn gan tún lé o lè báyàwó níyàwó sùn o lè gbé
ọdẹ gan ò lè jókòó sórí
ọdẹ ò lè jókòó sí àga tí bá dìde níbi ìsìn ọdẹ ò lè jókòó sórí àga yìí
ìyàwó ọdẹ
ìyàwó torí ó ti di pé ìyàwó yàn mí ní mí ó bá ti jókòó lé ó dàbẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n ti jọ ṣe nǹkan nìyẹn so tá bá wo gbogbo àwa ọkàn ara wa la kàn fi ń da gbogbo ẹ̀rú la fi ń da gbogbo ẹ̀rú tí ó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àṣà àti ìṣe yìí àti ẹ̀sìn ó yẹ kó mú wa pọ̀ ni
kò yẹ kó tú wa ká
kò yẹ kó tú wa pa ó yẹ kó
torí ẹlòmíà ní irú òfin tán ń lọ yìí o èmi ò lè lo òfin o ó lòdì sí ẹ̀sìn tèmi o òfin làwọn ìyá wa tán ń hun tán ń lò láyé
òfin yìí náà la gbọ́njú bá tarí fi bóra nígbà tí kò sí aṣọ nígbàdé bá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ òun náà la lò yìí tàbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi ṣe àmúlùmálà ó dẹ̀ ń bára wọn lọ so bó ṣe yẹ kí gbogbo wa ṣe náà nìyẹn ká mú mọ́ra wọn ká ìjọba ní ìtẹ̀síwájú àti ìlọsíwájú ní.
ìyẹn wá túmọ̀ sí wípé bàbá tiẹ̀ ń sọ wípé àwọn tó wá ń wo ibi tọ́lọ̀ ń dá fún wa yìí o ẹ̀sìn wa kò dàrú pọ̀ mọ́ nǹkan tó wà wò.
kò dàrú pọ̀ mọ́ bíbélì sọ fún wa nǹkan tá a rí kà ní pé ká má forí balẹ̀ fún ère kankan kò sọ fún wa pé ká má gbẹ́ ère ká gbé sílé ká ṣe bí beauty fún nǹkan tá a máa wò pé ṣèbí fọ́tò wa tó bá forí balẹ̀ fún fọ́tò ó forí balẹ̀ fún ọ̀ṣà náà ni kò di ìgbà tó bá gbẹ́ ère pásítọ̀ wa mi ò preach sir ma bẹ̀t ká lè ní òye ni ṣẹ́ni tẹ bá ní nǹkan kẹ́ máa gbé gẹ̀gẹ̀ ẹ ti sìn nìyẹn.
ó jẹ́ fóònù lọ́wọ́ yẹn.
kó jẹ́ fóònù lọ́wọ́ ká máa ru fóònù kiri ká má lè ṣe yìí ó ti di bí ọlọ́run fún wa. béèyàn bá ṣe tún nífẹ̀ẹ́ èèyàn jù tó tún pọ̀ jù tó tún máa pè pé tó tún ju tọlọ́run lọ ó tún ìyẹn náà ti tún di nǹkan míì nìyẹn. So it's not all about pé believing in culture in faith. Culture has come to stay. ṣé bá wo àwọn ìlú òyìnbó ń sìn mà ní Israel for example mà àwọn ní ẹ̀sìn tiwọn ní oríṣiríṣi tó jẹ́ pé religion ti tiwọn ẹ̀sìn tiwọn àṣà tiwọn ní bíbélì táwa ń kà as the Jewish. ìgbà tí Jésù dé tó bá wọn tó jẹ́ pé inú ẹ̀sìn wọn náà ti bí jáde àwọn láwọn ò lè tẹ̀lé because ọlọ́run tó jù lọ làwọn ń sìn wọn ò ní kò ń ṣọmọ ọlọ́run ṣùgbọ́n wọn láwọn ò lè tẹ̀lé ìyẹn ò stop wọn láti má sọ pé ẹ wá wo ibi tó kú sí ẹ wá o òun náà fi ń rí owó lẹ́nu tó fi ń pa owó gidi gan. then kí n tún sọ fún yín mà ibi tí àwa Yorùbá ti sọ ẹ̀sìn nù ta sọ nǹkan ńlá tí Ọlọ́run gbé fún wa nù mà. tẹ bá rí ní Brazil tẹ bá débẹ̀ ẹ ráwọn tó ní ifá ilé ifá òyìnbó á tún máa dá ifá. á tún máa sọ Yorùbá tẹ bá rí ojúbọ èṣù ẹ wá máa béèrè gbà wọ́n wá sọ Yorùbá yẹn kátikàtí báyẹn wá ní eléyìí tẹ́ ń sọ yìí ò ń ṣe Yorùbá wọ́n dẹ̀ ti dá ifá fún wọn náà fún èèyàn yẹn náà ni màá wá máa rẹ́rìn pé ẹ máa wá gbà ẹ wá máa ṣe nǹkan o.
Oda Ayurelu, how can we influence our tourists to invest more in our tourism?
The point is we have to take it from the grassroots.
And how is that?
We have to take it from the grassroots because actually a ní àwọn ìdojúkọ kan. We have some challenges now preparing for this our Sunshine Cultural Carnival.
Yes, I will still want you to talk more about that too.
Yes, ma'am. We are going into people for sponsorship because we want it to be very elaborate and big because it's going to unify the whole local government, the whole state together. And I call it 18 Pro Max Carnival.
Okay.
I call it 18 Pro Max Carnival because this is to show that the state is united. The state, and if you look at Ondo State is quite peaceful. There's no much of kidnapping, there's no much of fighting. If you look at Kwara State now, may God help us there. Amen. So, but people don't believe. Our people, because of this religion you talked about, they don't believe in something we can do a cultural carnival without it looking like a sin. Kẹ́kàn lọ máa jó kẹ́kàn lọ máa ṣe ẹfẹ́ lọ bọ òrìṣà nìyẹn ṣé eégún máa wá ṣé kinní kan máa wá and it's giving us a lot of challenges to be able to get fund for this carnival. So that is the problem. If people have this understanding, the hoteliers, the business owners, everybody, the tailor, the fashion designers, the people in the market, tẹ́rù bá wá wá oúnjẹ sí tí wọ́n á sè tí wọ́n á tà. You understand? Hotel èrò á wá at least 5,000 to 10 people bá wá èrò á wá. So this is the issue, man. From the grassroots, being able to accept culture, being able to know that it will help the community to grow, it will create job opportunities, is number one.
So the Sunshine Carnival that will be coming up in December, right?
Yeah, it will be starting from December 11th to 13th. Actually, most of our models, the cultural troops from all the local governments will be arriving on the 8th. And there will be some exhibitions, art, cultural exhibitions at the Ministry complex, Ministry of Culture and Tourism complex, the Secretariat, where we'll be doing a lot of exhibitions.
I think it's the baby of the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, right?
Yeah, it's a maiden edition, and that is why we are having some challenges. We've not been able to get people to understand what we are trying to do, but we believe after this, a lot will.
So what will be your parting words for your people, especially when it comes to tourism, the culture, the religion, and this particular carnival that will be coming up?
Yeah, we have a lot of things. Me as a person, I'm praying that we can understand that culture, tourism is not fetish. Number one, it's not fetish. Royalty is also in the Bible. It's also in Islam. They have their royal emirs. So we should all come together, have this understanding that nǹkan tó jẹ́ tiwa ni, we should protect it. We should protect it because most of our tourist centers are not being protected. They are just they left fallow, nothing is happening there, and we believe government should come and do everything. The government cannot do everything. They have a lot of competing priorities. So we as the citizens should be able to help the government. Like our governor, His Excellency Dr. Lucky Orimisa, that is trying his best, fixing all the roads to our tourist centers, calling us together. Look at the Commissioner for Tourism. He's also going all out, making sure that we have this event and inculcate culture into our people. We have to go to different schools. Now, before when we were in secondary school, we have cultural day. We will dance, in the public schools, we dance, we have cultural units, we have, they do interstate, Ayolokmo, a lot. But now our kids, for them to even speak Yoruba is a problem.
We have a long way to go.
A long way to go. So we should start from the school. The grassroots, that's our future.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Erelu, we would like to have you more and more on this show so that we can educate and so that we can inform the public more about our tourist centers and how to treat our tourists and how to make sure we take care of our culture so that we'll have more about that. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
You're very welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Dear viewers, I know you're there watching and thank you very much for being part of this show. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, ẹ ṣé gan. Látàárọ̀ láti bí 7:30 tàti bẹ̀rẹ̀, ẹ ṣé tẹ́ ń wò wá. Now we're going to draw the curtain today. Very big thank you to my producer Femi Ayekomilogbon, my engineer, and also to my sister who don't assist me since morning. I think she will be the assistant producer now. And to everybody who don't watch this program today, Shaya, thank you very much for all the good things. And on the next week, by the grace of God, we will land again. Remember, your family must be united. You have to conserve our environment. Remember, you have to give back to the society. And don't forget, our culture has to stay so that this country will be a better place for each one of us. And the next week, I shall be coming back again. My name is Chioma Ogungwero. Saying you have a nice time. Take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.